Be prepared. What you're about to hear is not just for curiosity, it's for protection. Something has opened, and not everything that comes through is here to help you. You see, some doors were never meant to be touched. Some energies were meant to sleep. But this one didn't just wake up, it was unleashed. The June 6th portal is not just a number, it's not just another date. It's a cosmic pressure point, an invisible landmine in the spiritual world. And the moment you stumbled across this message, it was already too late to turn back. You stepped into something ancient, something real. It's not loud, but it moves through your bones. It doesn't shout, but it makes your shadows shake. It's like walking through a field you thought was safe, only to realize the ground beneath you is cracking open. And now the air feels different. Time feels strange. People are acting off. You're not imagining it. This portal is open now, and not everyone will make it through with their light intact. Let me be clear, this is not a good vibes only shift. It's not a fluffy moon ritual or a pretty quote for your vision board. This is spiritual warfare. Your energy is being watched, and if your light is strong, the darkness will test it. Drop the number 77 in the comments if you've already felt it. The heaviness, the strange dreams, the people around you starting to act cold, jealous, or fake out of nowhere. That's not coincidence, it's exposure, because light reveals what shadows try to hide. And when you start glowing, everything infected by the dark tries to shut you down. There's a reason you've been brought here. You were meant to hear this before June 6th, because this portal is not just energy, it's a choice. And what you choose now will echo. This is a test of your soul's strength, not in the way you fight, but in how you stand still when everything wants to pull you back. Here's your call to action. If this message hits somewhere deep, like and subscribe so this can reach more souls who need it. And type 77 in the comments so the universe sees you're awake. Don't just watch, stand up and be counted. Because the ones who stay silent during spiritual war, they get swept away quietly. And now, let's go deeper. Let's start from the beginning. Why this portal opened. Why your body feels like it's carrying invisible weight. Why you're sensing something that nobody around you seems to see. Why the darkness around you is suddenly reacting to your light like it's a threat. It is, because your light is a threat to everything fake, to everything hidden, to everything that used to feed off your confusion. And now that this portal is open, they can't hide anymore. Keep watching. The signs are unfolding, one by one, and once you see them, you won't unsee them. You'll never look at this week the same way again. Are you ready for what comes next? Let's begin. Chapter 1. The frequency. They told you to fear. They warned you about the number 6, whispered it like a curse, branded it as evil, painted it into stories designed to haunt your subconscious. But they never told you the truth, never explained why this number, this exact frequency, shakes something deep within the human soul. Now the June 6th portal is open and the air feels different, heavier, like something ancient just took a deep breath and started watching. You've been told to fear this number your entire life, but no one explained what it really does. The number 6 isn't evil, it's misunderstood. It's powerful. It's the number of harmony between the spiritual and material, the balance of creation and reflection. But here's the thing, the truth about powerful frequencies has always been hidden from the masses, because if too many people started aligning with real cosmic energy, the old systems would crumble, control would break, and people would wake up. This portal doesn't open the gates of hell, it opens the locks around your own perception. But just because the portal brings light doesn't mean it feels soft. It's not a cozy kind of awakening. It's a bright, sudden, soul-shaking flash, one that makes the hidden layers of your life start to buzz, like someone turned on a light in a room that's been dark for decades. When you walk into that light, you don't just see clarity, you see dust, you see what's been decaying, you see what's been hiding behind fake peace and pretend people. That's the power of this portal. It reveals, and not everything wants to be revealed. People report strange behavior during this time, sudden fights, energy crashes, feeling watched or unsettled. You might notice friends pulling away, or old feelings bubbling up out of nowhere. The frequency of 6-6 doesn't create chaos, it brings it to the surface. It disturbs anything that's been feeding off your silence, and that's why it's feared. Not because it's dark, but because it disturbs the dark. When your light rises, everything hiding in shadow gets nervous. Everything that was rooting for your failure starts to squirm. You become a mirror they can't manipulate. Your energy no longer makes them feel safe in their illusions. You are no longer easy to lie to, no longer easy to drain. It's hard to grow when you're surrounded by energies that only supported the weaker version of you. That's why the portal feels like pressure, like something is pushing against your skin and pulling memories from your bones. Because it is. The energetic grid is shaking, and the closer you get to truth, the louder your old wounds scream. Not to keep you stuck, but to test if you're ready to let them go. And it's not just people that react. Your own ego does too. It might tell you you're overthinking, that nothing's happening, that you're fine right where you are, but you're not. You're expanding, you're cracking. Growth isn't calm, it's war, and this portal has declared one. You are not breaking, you're shedding, you are not spiraling, you're surfacing, you are not lost. You're simply too far from where you used to be to turn back. The number 6 was never your enemy. But the moment you align with its deeper meaning, the illusions that controlled you will try to fight back. That's what you're feeling. That tension, that resistance, that strange heaviness in the air. That's the reaction to your becoming. And becoming isn't quiet. Let it echo. Let it roar. Let it shake the parts of you that were never yours to begin with. Because when the portal finally closes, only the real ones will still be standing in the light. Chapter 2. You are the disruption. There's something happening to you. Not outside of you, not in the stars above or the winds around, in you. And you've felt it, even if you didn't have the words for it. A tension, a shift, a sense that when you walk into a room, the atmosphere shifts with you. You may have started to notice it. People act differently around you. Some withdraw, some become oddly defensive, some even try to mock or question your silence. But none of this is random. It's a reaction, a sign. You're not just existing anymore, you're disrupting. Not because you're loud, not because you're starting fights, but because your energy now speaks louder than your words ever could. Some people bring comfort when they walk in. Their energy blends into the background like a soft hum. Others, like you, walk in and change the frequency of the whole space. You don't need to say a thing. You are a silent storm. Your light walks 2 steps ahead of you and starts flipping over every false thing in its path. It's not that you've become aggressive, it's that you've become clear. You no longer carry the weight of pretending, and when you stop pretending, others feel exposed. Their masks itch. Their lies feel louder. Their comfort zones start shaking. That's not on you. That's because of you. You've entered the stage of your awakening where you are no longer here to make people feel safe in their shadows. You're not a peacemaker. You're a light bearer. And light by nature reveals. People ask, why are they treating me like this? Why did things feel fine until I showed up? Because when your vibration rises, it disturbs anything still stuck in denial. Your very presence becomes a mirror, and not everyone likes what they see in that reflection. When someone's life is built on illusion, truth feels like an attack. Imagine this, a calm lake, smooth, still, reflective, but drop a single stone in and ripples move across everything. That's what you are now, the ripple, the shift, the undeniable change. And while some will welcome it, others will blame you for disturbing their peace. even if their peace was nothing more than repressed pain pretending to be calm. This is why conversations might feel tense lately, why people twist your words, why you sense envy in places that once felt safe. It's not because you've done something wrong. It's because your energy no longer agrees with their distortion, and distortion doesn't go down quietly. But let's be honest, it's exhausting, isn't it? You didn't ask to be the disruption. You didn't want to be the one who sees through things, who feels the tension before the words are even spoken. But that's the path of those who carry light. You weren't built to blend in. You were born to call things out, without even trying. You may lose some people on this path. You may find yourself more alone. But solitude isn't a punishment. It's a purification, a sharpening. Because not everyone is meant to walk beside someone who radiates truth. So, if you feel misunderstood right now, or like your energy stirs reactions you can't explain, understand this. It's not your job to be comfortable for everyone. It's your role to be real. And realness is always the first thing the false world tries to silence. Keep showing up, quietly, powerfully, because the ones who can feel you, they've been waiting for your disruption. Chapter 3. You didn't arrive by accident. This wasn't random. You didn't just scroll, click, and land on this message by mistake. You were called. You may not have heard the call out loud, but your soul did. Something inside you nudged, pulled, whispered, "Go here." And now, here you are, reading words that feel more like echoes than sentences. Because deep down, a part of you already knows this moment is not about observation, it's about activation. The June 6th portal didn't open for show, it opened for alignment. And those who find themselves aware of it aren't just lucky or curious, they're coded. You are one of them, not just sensitive, not just spiritually awake. You're a stabilizer, a signal keeper, a frequency disruptor. The type of soul that doesn't just adapt to change, you trigger it. So, if you've been feeling overwhelmed, emotional, or like everything in your life is shaking loose, good. That's a sign your energy is alive, that it's doing exactly what it was designed to do. The portal didn't make you this way. It reminded you of what you already are. You didn't just arrive, you were sent. But now your mind might be asking, why me? Why does it feel like everything gets heavier when I walk into a space? Why do people either cling to me or completely pull away? Because you're not just a witness in this timeline. You're a catalyst. You're not here to keep things comfortable. You're here to bring energy back into alignment, even if it shakes people, even if it leaves you feeling misunderstood, even if it costs you comfort. Your light doesn't only guide, it interrupts. It turns on. And when a room is filled with hidden things, pretend friendships, unspoken resentment, quiet envy, your energy makes it all visible. You don't have to confront it. Your presence alone causes the masks to itch, the shadows to scatter, the truth to bubble up where silence once ruled. It can be lonely, can't it? Feeling like everyone else is skating through life while you're over here, processing every layer of energy in the room, wondering why your love is sometimes met with fear, why your truth pushes people away. But here's what they never told you. Your discomfort is not a weakness. It's evidence. Evidence that your field is working, that you're disrupting what needs to be cleansed, that you're too aligned to be tolerated by what is fake. Sometimes, the more light you carry, the more darkness tries to convince you that you're the problem. But you're not the problem. You're the pattern breaker, the glitch in the program, the reminder that not everyone is meant to stay asleep. And yes, people may leave, but maybe they were never meant to stay in the presence of someone who remembers. You're not late, you're not lost. You're exactly where you're meant to be, on time and on purpose. This portal didn't open for spectators. It opened for signal keepers like you to wake up, rise up, and take your place in the current of change. Chapter 4. The Great Spiritual Filter. Lately, things have felt off. People you were once close to are acting strange. Some have pulled away, some have disappeared entirely without a word. Conversations feel forced. Connections you once relied on now feel hollow. And you're left wondering, did I do something wrong? No, you didn't. This isn't emotional drift. This is energetic filtration. The June 6th portal didn't just open a door, it activated a sorting process. A quiet, invisible filter now runs through your relationships, your routines, your emotions. Not to punish you, but to prepare you. You are being moved, elevated, shifted onto a timeline where only truth can follow. And as your frequency rises, anything not aligned with that truth starts to fall away. You might feel that as silence, as distance, as coldness from people who once felt like home. But don't mistake it for rejection, it's redirection. Think of it like this. When a rocket launches, it sheds its boosters, not because the boosters were bad, but because they were only meant to take it so far. You are launching. And some people, habits and attachments simply can't survive where you're going. You're not being abandoned, you're being protected. But still, the questions come. Why does this feel so painful? Why is it that the more I grow, the more I lose? Because real growth requires real sacrifice. The version of you that needed those attachments no longer exists. And now that your light is expanding, it's casting shadows on the people who are only comfortable with the dimmer version of you. You may even find yourself grieving things you thought you'd never outgrow, habits that once brought you comfort, relationships that once felt permanent, dreams that no longer excite you. That's part of the filter too. This isn't just about people, it's about patterns. The June 6th portal sorts them all. It removes the things that can't walk with you into your next season. It rewires your inner world. Suddenly, what once tempted you feels empty. What once made you feel seen now feels fake. What once made you feel alive now makes you feel drained. Let that be your clue. The discomfort isn't a sign that you're losing yourself. It's a sign that you're becoming yourself. You are not broken for missing them, but you will break yourself if you keep clinging to things the universe is gently trying to remove. The pruning may feel brutal at times, but it's the same way a gardener trims the branches, not to hurt the tree, but to help it bloom. The June 6th portal is doing that for you. Quietly, powerfully, with divine precision. Let it cut the cords to energies that once felt good, but never fed your soul. Let it shift your circles. Let it challenge your comfort zones, because you are being moved towards something that only truth can enter. And the truth is this: not everyone can handle your glow-up. Not every relationship can survive your rebirth. Not every version of you gets to come with you. Some things aren't falling apart. They're falling away because you're finally rising. Chapter 5. Truth Serum in your aura. You always thought change would come with noise, loud decisions, big actions, dramatic exits. But real transformation often begins in silence, not in what you say, but in what you radiate. And when the June 6th portal opens, it doesn't just shift your thoughts or plans, it shifts your aura. This portal acts like spiritual truth serum. Suddenly your energy becomes undeniable, raw, unfiltered, magnetic, and unsettling. People start reacting to you in ways that make no sense until you realize it's not about what you're doing. It's about what you're becoming. Your aura starts telling the truth before your mouth ever opens. Masks drop. Performances fall flat. You start noticing things you once ignored, like the sudden shift in someone's tone or the way they hesitate before speaking around you now. It's not paranoia, it's perception. You're not just glowing, you're revealing, and that's what scares people. Your energy starts acting like a spotlight. Wherever you go, it shines into the cracks, the lies, the tension, the masks people wear. Some are drawn to it like moths to a flame. Others flinch, withdraw, or lash out. Not because you've become threatening, but because your clarity is. Now you might be wondering, Why am I making people uncomfortable without even trying? Why are some pulling away when I've only become more honest, more loving, more real? It's not personal, it's energetic. Think of yourself like a truth mirror. When people stand in front of you, they don't just see you. They see themselves, their insecurities, their unresolved pain, their false personas. And not everyone is ready to face that reflection. You're not repelling people at random. You're revealing where the vibration no longer matches. And yes, it can feel lonely. You may even question if you're doing something wrong, but let this be your reminder. You're not losing people. You're unmasking them. And you're not changing to impress or punish. You're changing because your energy is aligning with your soul's next level. That doesn't require announcements. Your aura is speaking for you, loudly. This portal is shifting your spiritual chemistry. You're becoming someone who cannot lie, who cannot pretend, who cannot unsee the truth. Even when it hurts, even when it costs you connection. That's not a curse, it's your calling. You may notice people opening up to you more than ever before. Strangers telling you things they've never said out loud. Others avoiding you without explanation. That's the truth serum working. Your field is pulling the real to the surface and pushing the fake out of orbit. Relationships that once felt easy now feel tight, uncomfortable, or performative. That's not regression. That's your energy no longer agreeing to be small. And when you stop playing roles, the entire play around you begins to fall apart. Let it. This portal doesn't just shift your inner world, it shakes your social world. It exposes the gap between who you were pretending to be and who you're becoming. That's why things feel unstable, because you're standing on new ground. And not everyone has the spiritual legs to walk beside you now. The truth is in your aura. You no longer need to prove, explain, or defend. You are the message. And some people can only whisper in the dark. They were never meant to stand beside your light. Chapter 6. The frequency that exposes everything. Most numbers feel soft, silent, symbolic, passive, but not 66. 66 doesn't whisper, it rings. Like a bell dropped in the middle of your life, it vibrates through every layer of your being, not with violence, but with force. It's not here to be gentle, it's here to reveal. This isn't just a number, it's a tone, a cosmic chord that demands resonance. And the moment this portal opens, your life becomes the instrument. Whatever is in tune with your truth will start to hum. Whatever isn't, it shatters. Imagine a tuning fork. It doesn't try to make noise, it just vibrates. But when it's placed against something fragile, something fake, something already cracked, it breaks the illusion without even trying. That's what the 66 portal does. Not by aggression, but by frequency. You may find yourself wondering, why are things falling apart so quickly? Why are my thoughts louder, my emotions sharper, my body more reactive? It's because the truth is trying to rise to the surface, and this frequency gives it no choice. The June 6th energy doesn't wear a mask of darkness or light. It wears clarity. And clarity is disruptive. This frequency doesn't destroy illusions with fire. It seduces them into collapse, like a beautiful song that reveals its horror halfway through. At first, it seems manageable, strange maybe, intense. Then suddenly, it's everywhere. In your decisions, in your relationships, in the way your body responds to the things you used to tolerate. You begin to see clearly, and what you see can't be unseen. Some people spiral during this time, others ascend, but none of it is random. It's resonance. Everything that falls during this portal is being shaken loose because it was never really stable to begin with. That person who suddenly turns cold, that job that no longer feels meaningful, that emotion you thought you buried years ago that suddenly erupts from nowhere. It's not coincidence, it's exposure. 66 doesn't knock, it doesn't ask for permission. It walks straight into your life and throws open the hidden door that was always there, the one you kept pretending wasn't. the door to your deeper knowing, to your real self. And the moment you see it, you realize everything you've outgrown can no longer hold you. You might feel like everything is shifting without warning, but the truth is, it's been building for a while. The 66 portal just amplifies what's already been stirring in the background, and now it's too loud to ignore. This frequency forces you to choose, stay in comfort or step into clarity. The illusions you've lived with, those subtle lies, those almost right friendships, those maybe later dreams, they start to crack under this energy, and not because you failed, but because you've finally become too honest to keep pretending. So if your world feels like it's shaking, know this: you're not falling apart. You're tuning in. This portal is not chaos. It's alignment. And alignment always leaves something behind. Chapter 7. You're already inside the portal. This isn't something you're waiting for anymore. It's June 6th. You're already inside the portal. There's no clock that chimes to tell you it's time, no loud voice from the sky. Portals don't follow man-made calendars. They open, when your energy hits a certain frequency, when your soul leans forward and whispers, "I'm ready." If you're here, reading this, feeling everything shifting inside and around you, that whisper already happened. Your soul already said yes. And now the portal is not something you're watching from the outside. It's something you're walking through. The chaos you've been feeling lately, that wasn't random. The silence from people, the odd tension in your body, the strange dreams that felt more real than sleep. That's not confusion, that's calibration. This energy isn't trying to punish you, it's trying to align you, to strip away the noise you used to mistake for truth, to burn off the layers you wore to stay acceptable in rooms that didn't deserve your presence. And yes, it feels like something is being torn away, because it is. The portal doesn't carry you by the hand. It clears a path and asks, will you walk it? You might ask, why does no one else around me feel this? Why am I the only one waking up with a lump in my throat and pressure in my chest? Because this isn't for everyone. It's for you. You're not crazy. You're clearer. You don't need to explain this shift to anyone who can't feel it. You don't need permission to feel what's moving in your body. Not everyone is meant to feel it right now, and that's okay. But you didn't get handed this shift. You are the shift. You're not being invited to observe the change. You're being used to cause it. Your frequency, your presence, your awakening is a key that unlocks energy in others, even when you don't say a word. So don't shrink. Don't second-guess what's rising in you just because it doesn't make sense yet. The portal is alive, and you're inside it. And here's the truth that ties it all together. You didn't find this message. It found you, because you were ready. The June 6th portal isn't just a moment. It's a mirror. And now that you're inside it, your energy is speaking louder than ever. Let it echo. Let it reveal. Let it rise. If this message resonated with your soul, like the video, subscribe for more cosmic guidance, and comment the number 77 below to claim your alignment. You're not here by accident. You're part of the shift, and it's just beginning.